Let me just replay the game, make sure it works. Let's play. So right now, when we're going one platform further, the last platform drops. As you can see, it says this drop animation. If you get hit, you get pushed off the platform. But what I would like to do first is this here, this sphere trap platform. I don't like the fact that the colliders are too close to each other. Let's open the prefab and let's move those colliders a little bit further away. And also it gives the player more reaction time. This is kind of hard now. Okay, and now we'll replace that from the scene with our new one. Let's see. Let's see if it's better first, and then we'll create a new trap. I think this should be much easier now. Yep, it is playable. Let's also make sure, do we delete the platforms after? Yes, we do delete those. So you see, we have the platform holder here in the hierarchy that holds all the platforms, and the platforms that fall get destroyed, so we don't flood the memory with the platforms. We have only 5 platforms at one time. So now let's take that. Let's take the standard platform. Okay, I will disable the other ones. And we'll create another trap now. So first let's unparent the platform. Unpack, so it's no longer a prefab. And this one will be. We'll just make a cube trap platform. I'm not good at creating names. And now we'll inside of this we'll make a 3D cube like that. Also, let's deactivate the player also, so we can wait. We cannot because the camera's on the player, but we will disable this maybe. No, I just want to disable the graphics. Yep, like that, so we can see the platform clearly. And we made the material to put on our traps somewhere in here. Yeah. So we'll replace the material with this one. And this one will go up and down like that. Okay. And for that we need a collider. Now let me see how I made the sphere trap first. Yeah, we have a sphere trap script, so we need a collider first. So let's make a cube like that. It needs to be the same size as the platform, the one below. So in this case it's 5.5, I think. Yes. Yes, sorry, with physics, because we want this to push the player. We'll set the cube. We'll place it in the trap layer. Okay. So that's the first thing, and then these platforms should be in the invisible collider physics layer, and the tag should be change direction, because this will change the direction. So let's rename this to change direction collider. We'll disable the mesh renderer because we don't want to see it visually. We just want the collider. And then we'll copy it and place one on top. So we'll just drag the Y value here. And we'll experiment with this, see which value is the best. Something like that, I think. So now we need a script for the cube to move it. So let's go to scripts, new script, cube. And if you have questions or suggestions, let me know. We will not go into let's add cars. We could add that actually. We could add that. We could replace the yeah. We'll add that next time. Okay. Now we'll do this trap and work on the the platform generation, and next time we'll add cars to this as well, because I need to find some assets first. I cannot just do it now. Okay. So we have the script. This will be very simple, like the other one. And we'll compare. Actually, we can. I think we can copy paste. We can even copy paste some of the stuff from the sphere trap. Let's see. Yes, we'll copy the code and adapt it a little bit. So let's copy everything from here. Now let's make sure that our cube here has a rigid body with the same properties that the sphere has. Okay. So it is not kinematic anymore. And you see here it says use gravity. We should disable that. Sorry, I forgot to disable that. So no gravity. And now let's do the same for the cube, rigid body. We freeze everything here except the X position. We only move it on the X axis. Let's not use gravity. And I think that's everything we need. We have to, the only thing we need to replace here is the direction. So instead of right, we say up, and instead of left, we say down. So what this will do here in the start, it will get a random direction, either up or down. It's 50-50 chance. And when it collides, it's just the move direction becomes minus move direction, so it goes the opposite direction. And now we just have to give it a speed. Let's see the sphere. 5 there, maybe 5 here as well. Now let's save this as a prefab. Okay. And now I'll delete it from the scene, re-enable everything so we can see the default platforms. And instead of the sphere, I will delete it and place the new trap to test it. Let's see if it works correctly. And that was a very good idea. Lemon will add cars at some point. So it is not moving for some reason. Let's see why that is. Box collider, you have the rigid body. No kinematic, move speed 5, so I'm not sure what the issue is. So move speed times move direction, okay. This time I'll play this in without full screen so we can see the values here in the inspector. Yeah, I have no idea why this is not working. Oh, yes, my bad. Sorry, that was a stupid mistake. The issue is we froze the wrong axis here. It must be X, not Y. The Y. We want to move it on the Y. Sorry, so that's the reason it was not moving. Yeah, now it should work. Yep, it is working, as you can see. But we have two issues. One is it doesn't go up far enough, and also the move speed is too high. So let's modify those two things. So we'll go to the prefab in our script here. So first we want um, the move speed of this to be slow, let's say half of that. And then the collider above. So this one, we move it maybe like 50% further away. Yep. Let's see if it works. Okay. Yep. But why does it stop moving? That's the question, because it shouldn't stop moving. I don't know about that. Okay, now that we have these, oh, also, let's increase that speed a little bit. Now it's too easy. Just a little bit to increase it. So now that we have these traps, we'll code the generation. Now the issue might be if we have this, you see this trap with the cube. If we have two next to each other, we might have an issue. So we want to make sure that there is at least one default platform between traps. So let's see how to do that. Here we spawn it when we move the player. So the platform spawns faster than the movement of the player. So when we start the movement, we spawn a new platform here. And that, right now there is just, wait, not here, sorry. Here we spawn it. At the moment we only spawn a default one. So we have two cases, okay? We have a case when the score is odd and when it's even. So when it's odd, let's say we don't spawn. We spawn a default platform, and when it's even, we spawn. There is a chance to spawn a trap. Okay, so we say if the score is divisible with 2, then we just spawn a default one, okay? And here, let's say an integer. This will be the type of the platform. So we say here platform type, and let's give it the value 0, so it's just the standard one, the default one without traps. So then here we just do this on a normal platform. So in other words, if score is even, spawn a normal platform, and else here will have a chance to spawn traps depending on the score, the value of the score. But right now, let's just keep it simple. We'll just give it a 50% chance, let's see. So for that, we create a variable float. We'll call it trap chance. Okay. And by default, let's just give it a value so it's not empty. And now, depending on the score, we'll have a different chance to spawn traps. So let's say if score is smaller than 10, we'll say trap chance is I don't know, 25. Else and also else if score is smaller than 20, so between 10 and 20, we'll say it's 40%. We'll modify this later. We'll test and modify it. Now to that it is 50 or 60, and else then is let's say 100%. Okay. So if the score is even, we just spawn a normal platform, and if score is odd, spawn trap. There is a chance to spawn traps. So now that we created the chance, we need to create a random number and see if that is within that range. So we'll say float random number equal random range, and we'll say from 0 to 100. Okay. And now we check if this number, random number, is within. It's between 0 and the trap chance. So we'll say if the random number is smaller or equal to trap chance, then we spawn a random trap. Okay, and also we don't need this here. This platform type we copy. We use it here. So the type will be between. So we say a random range, and what you need to know about this random range is that it works with integers too. So you can create a random float or a random int, and in this case, because this is int, it will represent a position in our array. It's we'll use integers in here, but let's see, because I don't know if it's inclusive or exclusive, the maximum. Let's say 1 and the length of the array, not 0, because the 0 is the default one, so it's not a trap. And so here we'll say platform prefabs length. Okay, so now that we have a random type, we spawn it. So I'll just copy the code from here. And let me comment the code a little bit. So we first create depending on score. check if we found trap. Here we create random type trap type, and then we spawn the trap. If it is the case, okay, because we might not be within that range with a random number, and in that case we spawn a default platform. So here when we spawn it, we just want to replace the index here with the platform type. Okay. So after that we just say else. So if we do not hit that chance, we spawn normal platform. Normal platform. And for that we can just repeat, copy paste this code. Okay, so let's review that again. So we check if we said that we don't want two traps next to each other. So if the score is even, we just spawn a default one, and else. So we do this to have a default platform between traps. Else we spawn we have a chance to spawn the trap depending on the score. So we have to create that chance depending on the score. So that's what we do here. Then we create a random number to see if we hit the chance. So that's what we check here. And if it is the case, we spawn a trap, a random trap. So we have a random type and then we spawn it. Else, so if we are not within that range, we spawn a default platform. So let's see if that works. Make sure first. Let's make sure. Wait, we have an error somewhere. We made a mistake somewhere in here. Yes, the issue is now that this variable new platform is inside the if statement. Here when we say get component, there's nothing in it by default. That's the issue. So we have to say here new platform. Wait, what is it? Is it a game object? Yes, it is a game object. Game object. Platform. We'll just say it is this object, which is the game manager by default. And now in here, we just remove that. Remove the game object. Okay, now let's make sure we have the traps in the array. All of them. And now it's time to test. Okay. Okay, we need to either increase have to place that collider further away or decrease the speed. And I think I will do both. Let's increase both the distance and the speed, decrease the speed. Yep, seems to be working. Oh, It's not that easy to play. Let's look at the chances a little bit. Yeah, seems to be okay. Try that, to play that one more time. We might have to increase the speed of the player. It also is not maybe the angle of the camera, but change it a bit. Okay, Lemon, are you here? That was a good idea. We should add some cars like some other games have. Oh yeah, seems to be working. Um, okay, I think uh, do you want me to Lemon? Do you want me to explain again what we did, or if not, we'll stop for today. I will get some assets, and tomorrow we can add some cars as well, and sound effects also. Be nice. So let me know if you want me to explain what we did again or not. It is a bit difficult to play. Okay then. If you don't have anything to tell me, Lemon will stop for today. And will continue tomorrow. I will check for uh, cars at in the Unity store.